Mists of Pandaria Remix has had some of the most insane feedback for positivity and negativity that I've seen in World of Warcraft. Like, it has been unbelievable reading, Reddit posts, forum threads, Twitter, like all this stuff of people either being like, it's so cool being able to go back and casually replay an expansion, or it's awesome to re-explore these zones and I get to get rare cosmetics, or, this is great, this should replace Chromie time, it's a fun way of reusing old content. And then, at the same time, I see people being like, the currency for gear should not be the same as the currency for cosmetics. The scaling issues are terrible, especially at higher levels, right? Everything's not account-wide. The gems can get a little crazy. Sometimes it's really fun to play with the gems, sometimes it's just dumb. There's so many issues that people have with MoP Remix, and a lot of them are justified. I mean, I definitely agree. You should not have the same currency for gear as you do cosmetics. I think that's kind of dumb. I think that the whole point is you should be having fun and like building up points and whatever currency to get cosmetics while still becoming powerful and not having to like mega grind this one currency. Although I think they have raised the bronze currency amount that you acquire, but you still have plenty of other issues with the game mode. However, that all being said, I'm pretty happy with MoP Remix being a thing. Now, when I say that, I just mean I'm happy that they created this game mode, because I think that moving forward in future remixes of World of Warcraft expansions, it's going to be a lot of fun. I think they're going to iron out a lot of the bad that has come with MoP Remix, and trust me, there's plenty of bad stuff. And I think they're going to go ahead and tweak and add things that will, make this a really cool experience. And, I think it sucks that Mists of Pandaria, for people that love Mists of Pandaria, that it was the first one, because it's clear that it was going to be the beta test, essentially, right? So, whatever one we get next, I imagine is going to be much better, much more improved, and that leads me to think, what is going to be next, right? Because I think it's, without a doubt, we're going to get another WoW remix. Like, it's just a matter of time, because I think there's so much old content that we can go back to and re-experience, and it's a great way for them to fill the voids and the gaps between patches and expansions, and it allows you to also collect cosmetic stuff, and what they want, it keeps you playing the game, right? That's the end-all be-all. As long as you're playing the game, it doesn't matter if you're playing WoW Classic, WoW Remix, Retail WoW, as long as you have a WoW subscription, that is what they want. Like, that's it. That's the bottom line, right? If you're paying, that's good for them, right? So what are the expansions you would want to see going forward for a remixed version of World of Warcraft? I've got a few that I want to see. So number one, to me, it might blow your mind, Battle for Azeroth, because I'm somebody, I always talk about how much I loved Battle for Azeroth's art style, the aesthetic, I love the zones. I really loved everything about Battle for Azeroth except for the systems in place, cough cough, Azerite, right? And some of the, treadmill-y type stuff, you know what I mean? I mean, if you play Battle for Azeroth, right? But I think it is a perfect expansion for WoW Remix, because you could just ignore all that stuff that was terrible and focus on doing all the cool collecting stuff. There's like dinosaurs and pirates, and I mean, I think it would be fantastic. So that would be my number one, Battle for Azeroth. Number two would be Legion. I think Legion would be phenomenal for a remix. You have all the artifact weapons you could play around with, which, going back to Battle for Azeroth, how we have the cloak right now for Pandaria. You could do the necklace in Battle for Azeroth, right? And then in Legion, you could just do the weapons. The weapons would be your artifact thing, right? So I think that would be another easy one. Plus, everybody loves Legion, like one of the most loved expansions in World of Warcraft. There's a lot of great zones there. There's a lot of cool stuff to collect. You could even play around with allowing people to experience more artifact weapons, because I'm sure back in Legion, not many people got to experience all of the crazy amounts of artifact weapons, because there was a lot, right? So they could play into that. I think that would be a phenomenal one. And then the third one I would actually love to see, which is kind of similar to Battle for Azeroth, but Warlords of Draenor, because to me, Warlords of Draenor actually had phenomenal leveling. I love the zones in Draenor. I thought the leveling in Draenor was some of the best leveling, but it just so happened that once you hit max level and through other parts of the game, you would be forced into your garrison. You were just constricted to the garrison. Don't leave the garrison, right? So through remixing Warlords of Draenor, you could get rid of the garrison stuff, or you could turn it into like some fun little thing, but it doesn't have to be the main focus, right? And you could just solely focus on going to these zones, exploring Draenor, really they have the gliding things. They had a whole bunch of cool mechanics out in the world, like the lumber machines or like that. You could do some really fun stuff with those. So I think Draenor would be another really cool option for a remix. But obviously, before we get to any of those remixes, I think they do have to fix what is broken. And there's plenty broken with MoP Remix, but again, I think we have a good base foundation for something that can be a really fun game mode and a way to go back and experience old content in a rewarding way that allows you to acquire, you know, numerous cosmetics and mounts and a whole bunch of cool stuff while still being able to play the game from, you know, a time machine, essentially. You're going back and playing it all over again, like Chromie Time. And I do hope this replaces Chromie Time. I mean, let's be real. Chromie Time is not very good. So let me know down in the comments section below what you think of MoP Remix or just WoW Remix in general. Are you one of the people that loves it? You can't stop playing it. You're enjoying it. Or are you one of the people that just hates it? You're like, this is so dumb. I'm losing my mind. Or are you somebody that hasn't even played it yet? Let me know down in the comments section. I'm curious to see what everybody's got to say. And thank you to Zygor for sponsoring this video. Use code crendor for 20% off. Link down in the description if you want to check it out. You can download it for free, and if you like it, use code crendor for 20% off. So thank you very much. If you want some more videos to watch, here's a video of me doing an hour of WoW GeoGuessr, and then here's the latest Pointless Top 10, which is Pointless Top 10 the libraries. I was gonna say worst jobs, but that was the previous week. Okay. See ya.